Hello, the game has started and it's me to go first. I have a vowel heavy rack and I'm wondering about Oni, O-N-I-E, but Dane probably a little bit better score-wise. Yeah, go with Dane. Not a bad pickup. Is there a bingo here? Idoneity. Yes. Idoneity for 72. Not a bad pickup. A duplicate L and V not ideal, but there is some balance to the rack. Wondering if there's a 5-letter play ending in maybe D. Can't spell plead double E. Valet is good, but not valeed. Levied. Nope. Peeled, I'd need another E for that. Okay, opponent takes that spot anyway. Evil. Eloped. Plove. I don't believe plove is good. Ploved. No. Plove isn't good. No. So let's go with elope. Eloped for 36. Not bad, but not ideal with the UV combo. Loved, outloved, opponent bingos again, so behind by a bingo. Loke. Nope, Loke is no good, it's only toke. And unfortunately I can't play down there. So what to do? Maybe just love to stop opponent using this Q spot because it's such an easy scoring opportunity. Cat and chin, cheese. Love gets rid of two of the 3 tiles I was looking to get rid of. Ovule. No. Such a poor score though, love. Quatrain, yeah. Okay, I'll go with love. Not great. The WU combo, pretty much as bad as the UV combo. So, no real scoring opportunities. Opponent slows down a little bit. Now I don't have waiver because I need an A for that. And I'm looking for ways of getting rid of these W's. Could play woe there. Or would you believe I've got a 5-letter play that scores 38 and I think I'm going with it. Yeah, that's fine. Wade, that's nice. Straight off the bat. That's a 76-point bingo right there. Opponent likely to be drawn to this bottom triple word square. And And I'm all for him doing that because I haven't identified another spot for Wade. Okay, opponent plays Jot for 39. I'm going with Wade for 76. Markings through an N. No N available. That's a shame. I've also got the miss prefix, but this spot here, pity I don't have a T for nut. That would have scored quite nicely. Nur is good. And rake. 38. Opponent does not play there. Interesting. Rake for 38. Now I've drawn the Z and I've got a blank as well. So all is right with the world. A little bit light on vowels, but the ing ending also standing out as a possibility. Now Zo is good. What about Z's? That's almost worth burning the blank for. 95 points. Wow. Ah, what a shame. Opponent denies me. Now there is some opportunities here with the Zen play. Keeping the blank for 50 points. That's not to be sniffed at. No SZ plays that I can think of that follow that 5-letter pattern there. Just wondering about this Z spot here. Ads would be good, ADZ, but I think I'm going to go with Zen and keep the blank and the S. It's a no-brainer. 50 points. Not a good pickup at all. I don't draw any vowels. Now I've got Yong here for 20, which gets rid of 2 consonants and leaves me with a slight chance of bingoing next turn if I draw a couple of vowels. Having said that, the C and the G not great together as far as bingos go. Opponent plays yum, and just wondering if there's another way of getting rid of some consonants. I'd have to be playing through vowels, and I'm not seeing another great way to do that. So let's go with, well, what about Mong? 13. It's a slightly better rack leave actually than Yong, because it separates the, I don't want to keep C, G and M. I think I'm going with Mong here. Okay, now this is looking more bingo-y. I've got casting and chew, and it still remains available, so that's a 77-point play. Anything down onto ED. No, not seeing anything there. What about from the O? Octagons, that looks alright. And that gets doubled. 72. Not a bad pickup. I draw the X with an abundance of vowels, so I should be scoring fairly well here. XED, but nothing happening there for the dual direction. Pix, nope. And what about Exiat? Exiat for 36. That's a candidate play. Some pretty bingo-y tiles remaining there with one in the bag. I can probably outrun opponent if he does bingo here. So I'm not too worried about a bingo, but yeah. Sabines maybe? Does that play shoe and bingo beginning with an S? I'll just focus on my own rack because I will be able to play one more turn, even if opponent bingos, as there's one in the bag for him to collect. I think Exiat looks fine. Emung is good. I didn't... wow, that could be a high-scoring bingo for opponent. Emung. I wonder if I missed a bingo making the blank an E. Now, I have Exiat, Among and Exiat. For 44. And opponents played bar, so I'm going to go with Exiat here, unless there is Exiat. Not seeing it, so I'm going to go with Exiat there for 44. And opponent probably has a bingo here, but it won't matter as I have a 100-point lead roughly. So is there a bingo? Maybe from the R? Rainiest, not quite. Raisins plus an E. What about V, R, and R? Varicines, no. Savarines, nope. Okay, opponent goes with Nisei, and I just need to go out now with T and O, and I can do that with toes. I think that'll be good enough. What is TO here? That's 12, but toes is slightly more, 14. And that's the end of the game, 485 to 391. Thank my opponent for the game. Let's see what we missed. Back to the beginning. Anode, Donny, Dane. Yeah, similar equities. I guess the EI rack leaves slightly better than EO, so maybe Anode would have been better. Then we've got opponent's play. Goes with Pach. Idoneity playable in 2 different formats, making the blank. Yeah, so that's the same score, 72. Ovarial, opponent comes right back with a bingo and takes a minor lead. Then Deval for 30 at 2A. That's interesting. Deval, but eloped the highest score, similar equity, so that's all right. Quatrain for 86, opponent, nice find, takes the lead by about a bingo. And then Valnd, look at that, 33 through the N. Where's that? 30, H10. Through this N, yeah, Valnd, that's quite nice, sorts the rack out, scores very well, but I just didn't like the idea of opponent getting an easy 36 points there. Perhaps maybe sacrificing a little bit too much on equity to block that, and as it happens, opponent couldn't have actually scored off the J anyway. So, Love slightly suboptimal. Opponent's got Jaw for 39, goes with Error. So that was a mistake on his part. And then Wood for 38 points. That was the optimal play. And Jot for 39. That's quite nice for opponent. And now I'm behind by about a bingo and weighed in at 76 points, which was quite good. Foo for 35, so scores are pretty close now, just 16 points behind. And then I've got, Make, 8L, where was that? Mo, MHO and MAIK, that's massive. 55-point power play. I just saw Rake and I thought, jump on that. And I didn't look around the board, so that was a little bit of a miss. And especially as there were no R's to come, a probably good idea to keep the R. But yeah, Make, yeah, that's a miss. And then Beef for 36. Opponent had Fem for 41 with the best rack leave. And then Zen for 50 was best from this rack. Misty for 51 opponent had at 12J. Look at that. Beautiful underlap. Gobi, Hose, ET, and FY. Misty, 51. Actually, that would have put opponent in quite a commanding position. Goes with Yum for 22. Now I'm struggling with no vowels. Go with Mong, which does seem best. And then opponent's got this rack to deal with. Bist for 35, Sist for 35. That seems fine. And then I've got this bingo here. So casting was better than octagons. Interesting. Wow. So just the G got tripled and then the extra points picked up from the hook onto Hugh. I didn't even add it up, but I thought the octagons being doubled would be more. Anyway, so that was a little bit of a miss. I did spot the castings, the casting play, but and look at that, sit ranges through 2 disconnected floaters. Not doubled, but still, and zetetic. Zetetic. I've never seen that before. Through the ZE and the ET. Through 4 disconnected floaters, making foot. Wow. That's impressive. But anyway, octagons pretty much sealed it, because even if opponent bingos now to draw level, I've got the X for at least 30 points on my next play. And opponent did have Sabines. I mentioned that mid-game, but he didn't go with it. A5. Look at that, Sabines making E-mung. Wow, that would have put the cat amongst the pigeons, because he would have been 442 with 1 in the bag. So he goes out first, so he gets a little bit on count back. But 85, 444. I'm 21 behind, but I'm going to score about 30 with the X. So, very close at the end if opponent spots the Sabines play. Sabines, wow. Goes with bar and then Exiat 444. Yeah, I just wonder what my highest my Exiat play here was 36. So, wow, it would have been very close at the end there. I think opponent might have actually taken it if he had the Sabines play, but too complex to work out now. And opponent then plays Nisei, no bingo at the end there. And toes for 14 was best. So that was the end of the game. 1 or 2 suboptimal plays as usual, but a pretty good game overall. And hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.